William Ryder here. Got another Leofoto tripod video for you guys and girls today. This one is on the SA364C. Very similar to the other two that we've been talking about, except these heads are not necessarily built in. So I'm going to show you what we have here. It's called the Magic Head, the MH. And then I'm going to show you a few other heads. But what is most unique about this tripod is that there's 4 screws on the bottom here that are going to allow you to put it on an adapter plate if you already have a 75mm bowl, or you can replace these heads for these tripods if you have a preference in head. Say you know going on a different type of trip or match or something, and you want to change out the type of head that's on there. You can do that for $100 instead of buying a whole new tripod. So we'll start out with the specs on the tripod first. The tripod by itself, maximum height is going to be 65 inches tall. Minimum height is going to be about 2.5 inches, so with the legs all splayed out. And then the tripod by itself weighs just under 4 pounds. So what comes in the box with it? Once again, we get our nice soft padded case for when you're traveling with it, so you don't get it all scratched up, messed up, dented, broken, all that kind of good stuff. You get the metal feet to replace the rubber legs if you're in softer soil and need those. You're also going to get the little key card here, I call it, that has a bottle opener, your Allen keys, and a lanyard. Not a lanyard, but a carabiner. So right there, as well as all the other Allen keys you'll need, and a 10-year warranty, card registration. So right here we have the Magic Head. I like this head for a couple different reasons. One is that it allows you to do some super high angle stuff. It basically can flip anywhere you want to on this ball right here. And then if you want to adjust tension, there's a couple ways to do it. The gross adjustment is right here. This knob cranks down. Also, this knob stick goes in and out. So if you need to make it a little bit more compact or you want it wider, right there, this is your gross adjustment. So if you want to loosen this and then create most of your tension with this little smaller knob right here, you can do such. And so once you tighten that down, you can basically tighten it, and then you'll just barely loosen this, and then when you tighten that back up, it locks it up. So you don't have to crank on it. But if you put a heavier gun on there or something like that and you need to crank down on it, you definitely can. So once again, I like this one. Gives you some really cool high angle stuff depending on what you're working on or where you're at. The thing that automatically pops into my mind with this is, like, you see the cool guys doing training and stuff like that, and you see them in like a football stadium providing overwatch or something like that. Some pretty high angle stuff, and it also allows them to rest their hand right here on it, because this almost acts like a little kickstand for your hand. So you can get pretty solid, and then if you just need to crank it down, bam, if you need to loosen up, and then right back to shooting. So pretty cool little head we got there. So once again, this is the SA364C with the MH head on it. They call this the MH50. Stands for Magic Head, just because it is so magical, I guess the best way to put it, because of all the different angles you can basically spin the entire thing around. So that said, I've got 3 other heads here I'm going to show you that all can mount onto here using those 4 little screws on the bottom. So say you like that head, but you want to use something different, you undo these 4 screws, and you can pop on what we have here is the MA40. Similar to the ST364C that I like, how it has just this little clamshell type lever here. This is reversible. You put this on whatever side you want, Arca and Picatinny. Once again, this attaches to the base of that tripod if you want. You have the MG40 here, very similar, almost a mixture of the MH50 as well as the MA40 here. What's cool is, once again, you can set your friction here. So you basically crank it down, and then you can just boop just a little bit, and it'll move off of there. So wiggle, wiggle, tighten down your friction, and it locks it up. And then you can just use your gross motor skills, or not motor skill, but your gross adjustment here. And then if you needed to put this for whatever reason on the side, you just take this Allen key out, and it'll do. You can have the knob come out this way. This way, I wouldn't recommend it because I don't interfere with that knob, or that way. And once again, these all can use the bowl adapter here, the MAB75. So this MAB75 is the first product that I got from Leofoto. This is what started this whole journey with them. I had another company head that I wanted to mount to a tripod that I also already owned, and I didn't have a way to mount it though because it was a 75mm head, but it had a mount like this on the bottom. So I started looking around and I found that Leofoto offers an adapter head called the MAB 75, and that's what this is here. So those 4 screws allow you to mount it on there. I have this set up here as something that I would potentially use to shoot with a bag from. So this is the MK40, and I can put this right in here, tighten that down, and then I've got my adjustments here, knob, so that I can adjust the bag, the platform, the tack table here from Sun and Shadow, however I wish. And then if I wanted to take this off, the table off, and put a rifle on here, I just loosen this bigger knob. It's right here, and I'm able to tighten that, put a rifle in there if I wanted to, put a tack table on there. Tack table is nice if you're going to shoot off of a bag. Obviously this is really tall right now. I would never shoot off of this height like this, maybe 6 inches lower or something like that, but it does provide options as far as how you want to mount it. So I said you could take the tack table off, grab your rifle here, and this is the beauty of Arca. So then I've got my rifle mounted right there. Got tons of wiggle room, tons of adjustability here. I tighten it down, and I can put my hand up on the knob if I want to. All kinds of options. So remember, code RIDER15 will save you 15% at LeofotoRifle.com. If you got any questions, hit me up. Drop a comment, shoot a message. I'll be shooting a PRS match this weekend that Robert Brantley's putting on up in Pioneer, Louisiana. Leofoto is going to be there. They're helping sponsor the match. Come out, support the match, support the sports. If you got any questions, shoot me a message. Thanks for watching. Bye.